Hey guys, welcome back to another upload. Just to give you a heads up, the Mudahar reaction stream that we did to the Keffals video will be up very soon. Confusing is working his butt off on it currently. It's about 3 hours going over every single line and detail of that video, just so you guys have an idea of what's going on. The reason I'm doing a separate video is because Nicholas Diorio has actually started to leak some of the information that's been talked about behind the scenes for a while. And some of these things did not make it into the Mudahar video. We're going to go over them. We're going to take a look at every screenshot. We're going to read it out and we're going to explain the importance of each and every one of these. I am so very excited. So the first one I want to start off with is actually something that ended up in the Mudahar video, actually in the first second of said video. Let's read this out real quick. Editing and video production group chat. Keffals feels really bad watching the GoFundMe money deplete. The rest will cover a year rent and my psych fees if I talk to a psychologist once a week for the next 11 months. Ellen tried to comfort me, reminding me it was an emergency fund. So stop right there. First, the money was supposed to be used to move to a different country to flee from online harassment and to file any sort of court proceedings involving the London police. I didn't realize that it also included your psychological fees. That doesn't seem like something that you put listing in the GoFundMe whatsoever. One of her editors, Ellen's right, but I definitely understand the feeling. Whenever I had a windfall that wasn't originally planning on having, I still felt bad when it was depleted. The thing is this guy right here is not thinking at all, and doesn't understand that Keffals is pissing away the money that she promised for this lawsuit. Let's keep going. Keffals, I keep trying to think of how it depleted so fast, and it's just so many things. Travel and replacing furniture and helping my friends get out and buying new streaming gear and clothes. See, this is the thing, right? If you were just talking about moving out, getting a new apartment, all the furniture and stuff, I can maybe like throw my hands up a little bit and go, you know what? Those are just moving expenditures. You still lied about why you moved, which wasn't listed in the GoFundMe until you got pressure on it. But this whole buying new streaming gear, I don't like that. And helping out friends, that's not what the money was for. That's not what the money was for. You can take your computer to another country. You can take microphones and cameras to another country. You can do that. I don't think the GoFundMe money should be used to help your friends out. It's supposed to help you escape online harassment. Okay, Keffals. And this is the most damning part, the funniest part to me. If anyone ever finds out how I spent the GoFundMe money, I'm definitely getting canceled, lol. Anyways, sorry for venting. I'm gonna go now, and I'm still heading to Dingle, lol. Right then and there, that's an admission of guilt, in my opinion, that Keffals knew that the money all wasn't being allocated properly. A little bit later in the Mudahar video, there is a segment where it talks about that some of the money that she used for her habit was actually allocated not only from her streaming money, but started to dip into the GoFundMe money. So to all the Keffals fans that donated money to her, your money was used to buy drugs, which is just amazing. You guys are dumb. Now, next thing from Nicholas Diorio. Also, the Brianna Wu bridge was burned in November. That's why you see Keffals a tipster turning now. Keffals, back on 11/8/2023. Now, I wish to state I dislike Brianna Wu, but it's really funny watching these people eat each other alive and pretend to be friends with each other publicly, but behind the scenes, they all just hate each other. Yeah, I don't know. Zan and I should turn on Brianna. We literally ignored her, shitting on our friends. Now, ignoring her refusing to call Israel an apartheid state, still focusing on Hamas? She isn't progressive. She's basically a conservative that likes gay rights. These people are just so politically brain rot. I don't care what listen, before you all freak out in the comments, I do not care about the Israel-Palestine conflict on this channel, nor will I get into it. It's just really funny that they're talking about doing some sort of Game of Thrones backstab with Xander Hall. Like, Xander Hall. Are we talking about the same Xander Hall? The guy who lost multiple debates and is not intelligent? You're going to run gay ops on Brianna Wu to just turn on her behind the scenes? And that's funny because Tipster's also doing that. Kind of crazy that Tipster's not in here, but Xander Hall is. There's also another DM leak by Cherry, Xander Hall, and Keffals' editor. Keffals asking editor to deceptively edit a debate to poison the well. We all have our debates that we don't do well. I understand. Keffals. But because I took down the VOD, I have control of the narrative. So I am editing the intro to immediately poison the well, including putting the Xander Hall thing at the start. So in context of that, it's actually a debate that she lost involving what the trans community considers a slur. I'm not going to say it because I want monetization on this. But she lost the debate very poorly to another individual named Max. The Max guy dog walked her on the entire situation, and she got so frustrated she tried to slander the guy and actually poison the well. And then right there, there's DM proof right there that she's poisoning the well. This is my favorite one. Discord server, Keffals Gayfesh Tipster used to collect dirt/stalk people they claim to be baseless victims of. So as you can see here, there's the Tea Party group chat, Keemstar, Augie RFC, Bo Blacks, Nicholas Diorio, Turkey Tom, Flamenco. In the list of people here is Tipster, one of Keffals' editors, another Keffal editor, Camel Spider, Gay Fesh, Keffals, this freak, John Sienna, this freak that I see on Twitter all day, another freak named Maeve. They were running some form of Kiwi Farms operation out of a Discord. Kind of crazy. The people that scream and yell that Kiwi Farms is so bad for A-logging people are A-logging much harder than we are. Now, this is a very interesting one. So remember that Keffals' whole issue with Kiwi Farms is that they dox and harass people on a consistent basis. That they used dox information to harass her. I want you guys to listen very carefully to the DM I am about to read to you. So Diorio tweeted out, Keffals distributes the docs of a YouTuber known as Bad Empanada and Second Thought, citing that these didn't come from Kiwi Farms and were achieved through her love of doxing. Bad Empanada. The average white American LGBT person would be a Nazi if they weren't born into the group weren't born into a group where that's convenient for their self-interest. The most self-centered, zero solidarity, imperialist demographic you will ever see. Cherry responds with, yikes. Oh, you up? I have something more yikes by Keffals. What do you have? As a blank myself, I know we all get assigned blank. And with that, blank address, postal information, provenance of Bad Empanada living there. Full docs information of Bad Empanada. Full-blown docs information of Bad Empanada. Interesting. You know, she's kind of acting like a Kiwi farmer here. Cherry. No way. How'd you find that out? The same way I know Second Thought's docs says full docs. And I have his home address. I'm insane. Yeah, you really are, you coke fiend. Cherry, does Kiwi Farm have this info? Keffals responds with, no, I did it myself. I never publish this info. It's just like a game for me. So apparently collecting people's private information is game for you? Didn't you raise $100,000 because you were doxxed and swatted and harassed, but you find all those things horrible? But you're very into the idea of collecting people's personal information so that you just have it for yourself? That is the epitome of crazy people talk. Let's keep going here. This is my favorite one. I'm not lying. This is definitely my favorite one to come out of the group. So Diorio tweets this part out. Tipster, unable to disavow Keffals, even in a hypothetical. This is just, guys, I don't think you're ready for what I'm about to read to you. Cherry, I wish you would ditch Keffals is how I feel about you. Tipster, that's not going to happen, Cherry. I hope you understand that. Cherry, even if she R-worded someone, I assume there are some scenarios where you would ditch or cheated on her wife with e-girls, but actually did. Tipster, and this is just immaculate. That's one of the things that I would tackle if that happened. This is like an easy answer, right? If Keffals R-worded somebody, would you disavow them? Tipster just can't say yes. He's got to tiptoe around it. He has no one else. Nobody. He has no one else in the world. Keffals is his last friend on the internet. They are on an island together. And even if Keffals R-worded someone, he wouldn't disavow them. I don't like to think of my friends in hypotheticals like that. The same applies to you and my other friends, by the way, not just her. It's just really funny because even if I was asked this question, right? Like if I was told, hey, there's a creator that you know that R-worded somebody, would you disavow that? If somebody came to me with that hypothetical, I'd say, yeah, I burn him down once I have the evidence. Like, how do you not answer that properly? It's such a layup. We have another one here where, now, if you do remember, Keffals and Destiny rebuilt the bridge right before Baltimore VidCon, which is just hilarious. So apparently, Keffals is regretting rebuilding the Destiny bridge, and this happened in November. Keffals, Destiny is defending genocide. Cherry, do you regret fixing that bridge? Keffals, he said he's pro-Israel. He's literally said on stream he hopes the genocide happens. Yes, I do. Zan told me about that yesterday. Jesus effing Christ. Keffals, he's a gross person. And I hurt so many connections trying to fix that bridge. You know, I've noticed a pattern with her. Anytime she gets into drama with somebody, she'll try and repair the bridge, and if it doesn't work out, she says she regrets it. Then there's an example of Vosh. If you remember, she said, Vosh made me lose my connection to H3. It's all about clout with her. It's all about attention with Keffals. It's never about being human. It's about connections. It's about things that you can do to grow your online space. Keffals is a clout goblin and an attention whore. Let's just get it out there at this point. Here's another situation. This one's funny. Nicholas Diorio tweets out again. This is a thread compiling the leaks that have already been released. There are more. Now story time. I nearly blew the cover of the leaker back in November. Yeah, he failed. Him and Chud were not very subtle about it. December 17th, 2023. I told Chud Logic about these screenshots. Some of these are ones Whitenervosa threatened to delete Xander Hall's website over. If you don't know who Whitenervosa is, they're basically the mob boss of the soy lefty community that is Twitch poll. Whitenervosa is a loser. 12/20/2023. Chud Logic said way too much on stream, laughing my ass off, and almost blew the leaker's cover. Yeah, there's a clip circulating out there, but I don't think it's up anymore. Tipster's personal group chat suspects Cherry has flipped on Keffals. They ultimately choose not to heed this warning and let us collect for half a year. So they were suspicious of it and still let it happen. Nicholas Diorio to Chud Logic. Zan's editor sent me a bunch of stuff and is going to go nuclear on Keffals. Chud Logic, holy poop. No way. Let's go. More content. Can I say anything about it? I will keep your name secret. Nah, you failed miserably. Don't say who just yet because I can't verify. It's real, and they may get cold feet. Also, don't show, obviously, but take a look when you have the time. Chud Logic again. Absolute banger. Also, I may have said a little too much about the Cherry thing. Apologies if you get any blowback. I didn't mention your name. Too late. Just said I heard a rumor and that there may be a leak. Cherry had a good panic, laughing my ass off. Sorry, man. Normally, I am more discreet than that. I was desperate for the drama. So here's a screenshot of Tipster in what seems to be a weird group chat with a bunch of people that are a part of Euphoria Tori's friend group. If you don't know who Euphoria Tori is, there's somebody that tried to collect clout off of a dead trans person that they said was their friend but wasn't whatsoever. Let's not forget that part. So Tipster starts it off with her. Then you have 7. I linked a video. Basically, Chud's Logic saying that people have told him Cherry wants to release her DMs with Keffals, warts and all, and said she has some kind of nuke to drop. Chud isn't liked here, but I never known him to lie or repeat things he didn't hear from someone close to the source. He actually said he wasn't sure if Cherry had already said it on Twitter, and he hasn't seen it because she has him blocked. These people are dumb as hell to allow this continue, but I can't really talk. Nicholas Diorio again. Any of these screenshots that predate 12/22 were initially going to be included in Xander Hall's Keffals video. At some point between contacting me and notifying Xander Hall, Cherry got cold feet. Understandable. Whitenervosa, Zan's website host that threatened to drop him, responds to her showcases the newest piece of evidence that his entire community protects degenerate behavior. They imply heavily they saw the messages above and downplayed the 6 months before the rest of us would see. Whitenervosa, Xander Hall tried to get permission to leak someone else's DMs between them and Keffals. Kind of pathetic that Whitenervosa is getting involved in this. I can't believe this freak did this. They said no. He proceeded to emotionally abuse and manipulate them into multiple breakdowns. I told him that I'd raise the issue with White Forest and we'd possibly drop him if he did not get consent to release those. He justifies saying they were complicit asshole. He says that is blackmail, and that is what he means. Yes, it is blackmail. You are blackmailing him. You are going to take off a form of his income and remove a form of his income if he does not comply with your demands, Whitenervosa. That is full-blown blackmail. And I'm literally going to say it now. Anyone that is looking to be a content creator and is trying to get into a space to sell merch, make money, do not ever work with White Forest. Don't do it. They will blackmail you. They will lie. They will cover up and sweep information under the rug to protect the pockets of themselves. Never, ever, ever go to White Forest. The nuke he has as Keffals is overwhelming private statements and not public behavior, ignoring the stuff not involving Keffals at all in it. Kind of a lie because Keffals is talking about doxing people, misappropriating the funds, using some of the GoFundMe money for drugs, like that. That's a lie from Whitenervosa. So this seems to be all the information for now. I do see that Nick has one final tweet here. To the person on Kiwi Farms asking for more leaks now. This is most of the Keffals stuff. I meant tipster stuff. I want to watch him squirm a little knowing he dev'd all of his DMs with Cherry this morning. Kind of want to see if he jumps out ahead, lol. So this is just like a game of chicken now. So as you can tell, the situation with Keffals is ongoing. There's still more leaks to come out. If you guys want to watch anything involving this situation, you're going to see my brand new clip being uploaded to the YouTube channel involving the reaction to Mudahar's video, where a lot of the things that we confirmed behind the scenes are true. And to be honest, Kiwi Farms was right. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. New clip up in the next few hours to about a day. Hopefully I get it uploaded today. That's the plan. This video will go out first. Hope you guys have a great day.